what's good that's going to happen in this Congress?
Well, the good news, the best news is the House. It's Kevin McCarthy is the news. And you have a bunch of MAGA people still attacking him, saying he's a sellout and he's terrible. Like Republicans, MAGA will not take the win. Or Carrie Lake running for Senate. That might be her best shot, guys, at having influence. And they're going, no, we have to stay on the lawsuit. So I'm kind of watching the super trend of people stuck in a media loop that's like a month old. People are still stuck in, and it's because the tribe is a month old. It takes a while for that messaging to get out. So everyone follows in virtue signals. That is, they just say what they think the tribe needs to hear about the messaging that was out a month ago. And they all fall suit, and everyone says the same thing. So Trump is with Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham evil. Okay. Trump endorsed McCarthy evil. But it's okay if Trump does it. You'll just see all of them make the same excuses. Why he had to do it with Lindsey Graham. The exact same thing that if Ted Cruz does, Ted Cruz is sold out to China and the deep state. But Trump, he's there to drain the swamp. And he's sitting there doing the swampiest stuff. He's going to win, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the candidate.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want DeSantis, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Trump. Overall, most people are well-intended no matter what they're doing and saying. You know, they're pro-military or they're patriots of different kinds. And then on tactics, everyone is all over the place. Mm-hmm. Tactics, everyone's got a different solution. To me, we're in big trouble. If the Republicans don't fully embrace mail-in ballots and start voting a month early and doing get out the vote and ballot harvesting, if we don't get in on that, democracy will fail. But the problem is on MAGA, that's their definition of a non-democracy. And I'm saying there is no rule anywhere that says you have to vote on the day of election and write it on a piece of paper and put it in a box.
Yeah, it's like this catch-22 where you have to conform to the trend that is actually functioning.
That's right.
Now. You have to conform to it if you want to change it. Right?
That's exactly right.
You have to conform to it, and after you've successfully mastered it, then you can pull everything back and change it.
Because you have to be in office, in the legislature. You have to get it from people in office to reform the vote. You can't be an outside protester and scream about it. They won't do anything about it.
Yeah. And I agree with it'd be nice if we had paper same day. Make sure that it would be nice, but that's in the past. And if you want it to be in the future, you've got to conform to the present.
Yeah. I would like Ronald Reagan to raise from the dead and run for president too. Right. But guess what? That's a fantasy. It's also a fantasy. If you think they're going to change mail-in votes to same-day voting on a piece of paper, it will not happen because both parties have to be okay with it. And only one party is going to be punished by that purity, and that's the Republicans. And that's what happened. The bigger threat to conservatism is not embracing the mail-in ballot is even a bigger threat than Democrat corruption at the ballot box, I believe. Because I think we could have gotten enough votes to take them out in Arizona. I think Blake would have won. Masters would have won. Lake would have won.
And there's
Oz would have won.
There's a proof of concept region of the country that supports what you're saying. It's Southern California. There's some counties.
That's right. That's what Harmeet Dillon said.
Right. The last 2 election cycles, they put into practice the ballot harvesting. And unfortunately, ballot harvesting, when you say that to MAGA, it's a trigger word, right? Ballot harvesting has become a trigger word rather than, okay, you need to step back and look at what's really going on. Ballot harvesting itself is not the evil; it's the abuse of the ballot harvesting. And so, you need to take ballot harvesting.
So
and
tell about those facts though, because I want people to go out educated on the facts, so they can start repeating these to their friends, and they'll get smashed just like we do for saying this stuff. California, the most liberal state, had plenty of Republican wins. And
the reason we have the U.S. House, the Republicans, the reason is California.
Is California. And the reason why we have those Republicans in office is ballot harvesting. Republicans did mail-in votes and ballot harvesting and get out the vote in California, and they won. So everyone who goes, they'll just print the number of votes the day before. I'm doing a stupid voice on purpose because they said that in California, and in California, Republicans won. Arizona could have smeared every election if they embraced it, and they're not doing it. So you're going to lose. Trump's going to lose. You know what I'm saying?
And then
if you don't embrace it, MAGA, you're going to lose. Not the cheating. Not cheating. It's not going to be they printed the votes, they blah, 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 blah. It's because you didn't do mail-in ballots, because it's harder for an old man who lives in a mountain to go drive out to a vote on the day of election than it is for him to write on a piece of paper and stick it in the envelope and give it to someone who comes around and canvasses or puts it in the mailbox.
And the thing,
you get 5% more vote. Republicans will get a 5% bump just on that. And that's enough to win almost any election in the United States.
And the fundamental difference here is,
I hate being, but Michael, do you see what I'm doing? I'm going to lose half my audience for telling them what they need to hear. So
here's what they need to hear.
I'm getting paid money, tens of thousands of dollars, not to say that. I just want everyone on my side to know.
Yeah.
I'll lose support. You'll go support people who will make you lose.
The fundamental difference, I think, morally, I don't know if this is a moral issue, but when Democrats hear, you can go, harvest ballots from people that normally wouldn't vote. Democrats go, that's amazing. And when Republicans hear you can harvest ballots from people who normally wouldn't vote, Republicans go, well, they shouldn't vote if they're not going to vote. Right? That's the difference, the fundamental difference. The
Republicans have a should and Democrats don't.
That's the
pragmatism.
That is the dividing line. It's like, well, if they're not gonna, they shouldn't. And Democrats go, if they're not gonna, let's take it. And that's where, if they're not gonna, and you can get them to put an R down, then you better do it. It feels dirty, right? It feels dirty conceding that.
Democrats have a 10-year lead on us on that. By the way, it was Arizona it was the Republican Party, McCain and everybody, that was pro mail-in ballot.
Oh, Arizona's been doing it for
Arizona was king of it, and it was only when Trump messaged against it, living in the past, taking the past performance and destroying the present and future performances with this unforced error.
Man, you put me between a rock and a hard place. Oh, it's not you. It's not you.
That's what I'm here to do. Buddy.
Right. Well, it's not you. Obviously, it's facing that reality, because I have on Sweet Home Maricopa, my main base is Arizona. Liz Harris lovers, and God bless Liz Harris. That's her platform. That's what she has been pushing, the one day, paper vote. Here's one thing that I do agree with.
And she's wrong on that. I love Liz Harris, but she's wrong on that. Can you imagine if she changed her position on that? Her career would be over. Her political career would be over. So here goes. Do you want to win?
Right.
People are getting paid to lose. I got nothing for you. It's like life. All these issues I care about mean too much to me. You got to take the hard medicine.
That's the right metaphor. The hard medicine. It's worldview. You have to make a change, right? You have to adjust.
If I told
a
Liz that,
paradigm
she'd
shift.
be pissed. She'd go,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Well, then we lose. I go, okay. I'm just going, look, if you guys don't care, I don't care. If you don't care, I don't care.
Thanks for watching this clip of Doug Q. Michael. To watch this entire episode, follow the link in the description below. Click the link to go to Rumble now.